Swings through that one for strike two. Ground ball right side. And that's a foul ball. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Here's Brandon Nimmo. In the air to left center. And he makes the catch. And that's the third out. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Jack Leiter.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now Matt Olson up to hit. On the ground to first, Peterson. The tag, and he's out.
Batting third, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Swings through that one for strike one. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Higashioka tries to block it, but gets away. Throws to second, safe at second. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. In the dirt, but kept close. And that's off the inside edge. It's 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Top of the second, Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. And that one fouled off. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Schwellenbach goes 6'1", 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. 1-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
First baseman, Josh Peterson.
And he'll step off and take the signs again. That's outside. Ball one. And a strike on the outside edge.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And the slider just misses. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot. And the Rangers take the lead. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Oh.
Called strike right there. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. This one in the air, center field. Harris under it, and there are two down.
Batting eighth, center fielder Evan Carter.
That one to first. Gets to it with a slide. And they get the out. Bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
Young fires over to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting sixth, designated hitter Drake Baldwin.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Two away now. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one in the air. Peterson has a beat on it. And that is that. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Out to short. Dubon tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Rangers, shortstop Francisco Lindor. Whoa.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Up next for the Rangers.
So a man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Corey Seager. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Squirts away a little bit.
Ball 2.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 2-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Pitch misses there. Full count now. Lindor on the move. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Runner goes again. And a payoff pitch. Runner on the move again. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first. But he makes it back to the bag safely. Lindor on the move. That's in for a strike. Go to second. He's safe. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one outside, and that's ball 1. That clips the corner. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and now 3-2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Hit in the air out towards left center field, pretty well struck. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Man on second, 2 down. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A 2-run homer, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Here's Josh Young. Struck out swinging his first time. A breaking ball misses outside.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. As we go to the last of the 3rd. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Goes down looking.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
0-1.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And now 1-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. That missed by a lot. Full count now. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Braves.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, right field. Nimmo gets under it. And the inning is over. Back at Truist Park, out of the fourth, Jock Peterson stepping in for the Rangers. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. First and second. No outs. Evan Carter, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Well, these Rangers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
In the air, left field. Yastrzemski drifts towards it, and there's one down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. Upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Rips that one to right. And that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. There's a line drive to left field. 1 away. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. That clips the corner. The Braves down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one is lifted in the air. Carter makes his way towards it. 2 down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And that one popped to short. Lindor moving under this one. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Corey Seager.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That's down and in. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Rangers, second baseman Jorge Polanco.
Tried to backdoor him with that slide.
Now pitching
New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Lee, in his 4th year, 31 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Seager on at first, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Rangers,
Brandon Nimmo digs in now. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
You need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Stays alive. The Rangers trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the fifth. Way high with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground. And foul ball. Outside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. On a line. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. Runner in from third to extend their lead. 2 aboard with 1 out. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. He's already homered here in this one. And a swing and a miss there.
Ball 1.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Jake Berger. Runners at first and second, form with 1 down. Robert Suarez on the pitch here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Line shot into the gap should score at least 1. Polanco coming around third. 1 run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Throws to second, trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. It's 8-0. And he'll pull into second safely.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Langford up to bat next, lays off for a ball. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So down to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense. You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen.
Quickly to second for 1, and that's 2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Ground ball left side. Young tosses to first, and that is the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. Says you got best press box food.